Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World Daily with me, John Jordan. This is the place to be to get all your blockchain gaming news. So please subscribe to the channel. And in the video today, I'm going to have a look at the latest announcement from Enjin. So this is in some ways very straightforward, and in some ways the detail is pretty complicated. But the background is Enjin, well known in the blockchain game space, been around for a couple of years now. One of the most established companies, technically very good, has created a kind of suite of tools that people can use to make blockchain games. And its kind of vision really has always been this idea of like a metaverse, by which it means it's not just you're making your own game using the Enjin tool set, which actually runs on the Ethereum blockchain, but the kind of games you'll make, all the games that are made on Enjin or a proportion of the games have this interoperability between them. So Enjin's view of the metaverse has always kind of been items that are created in the Enjin or on the Enjin platform will work, or some of them will work in multiple games. Now, it's not really got too far down that route, partly because it hasn't really had any significant games being launched yet. There's quite a lot of games being developed on the platform. But none of them have kind of got to a kind of scale of having lots of players, and I think most of them are still kind of in kind of beta sort of phases. So I'm not really sure any of them have formally gone live. But this Cyborg quest is kind of the first attempt for it to kind of show what its kind of interoperability, what its kind of metaverse might kind of feel like, I suppose, but in a limited sense. So let's go through. So this is just on their website. So they're calling it the dawn of cross-game events. So in that sense, it's kind of kind of beyond, I suppose, the items, because basically what you're doing in this quest is you're going into multiple games to collect items that then you kind of bring together. So it's kind of almost like a treasure hunt, I suppose. So I have a bit of introduction kind of here of what they've been doing. So this is a partnership with Swissborg, which is a mobile kind of a finance kind of wallet running on Ethereum blockchain. Has its own token. It's launched fairly recently. So that's the partnership. They're providing the prize, really. And then we have these dev teams who are also working. Their games are kind of the basis for the quest. So we have, these are the of the Enjin, Swissborg, and then these are the developers. Starts the 3rd of August. So basically the kind of overall plan is there is a cyborg, and you have to get his head, and then you have to get his torso and arms, I suppose, and then you get his leg. And you have to go through these games in order to get all those bits. And then once you've created your robot, you can go and retrieve a decryption device from the Lost Relics, another game, obviously. So there is a backstory, which I won't really go into, but you can read it if you want. So mission summary: play 3 or more blockchain games, 1 game for each part, until you successfully receive a cyborg head, torso, and legs. And then we have this timing around it. Obviously, you can store the pieces in your Enjin wallet. Okay. So there's one piece. There's only 3 pieces. So you can play, to get the head, you can either play Kingdom Carnage, or My Meta Minecraft, or Grasshopper Farm, which is a Telegram game. Kind of interesting. I've not played a game on Telegram. Get the torso, you play Forest Knight, which is a mobile game, and Min Min, again another mobile game. And then get the legs by playing Six Dragon or Bitcoin Hodler. So once you've got the cyborg, you have to go on the 9th of August, go into this game in Lost Relics is the game, and then you have to retrieve the decryption device. and then upon them, so this is just telling us about how the rewards are going to be sent out. Okay. So if you don't want to go through and download all those games and play them, obviously these are Ethereum-based NFTs, actually an ERC 1155 asset. So that's just what the tech spec is. It's not an ERC 721, which we often talk about. It's a 1155, which actually means it contains an ERC 721 and potentially ERC 20 fungible tokens as well. It's like a composite standard. And if you are lucky, you might win some of this or access to the Premier account. Not quite sure what that kind of means on a premium membership. Okay, so the token gives you 0% commission trading. Quite how that's valued at $6,000, not quite sure. You have to do a lot of trading to trade $6,000 worth of fees. Anyway, if you complete the quest, obviously you get the NFT, you get all the bits, and first 100 players will also win $10 in frozen Enjin. So one of the interesting things, I think probably the most interesting thing about the Enjin NFTs is when they are minted. So when these NFTs are created, there's always some of this Enjin coin locked into the NFT. So that means if obviously the value of the NFT could be more than the locked Enjin coin, but if at any point you kind of want to get the Enjin tokens out, you can just what they call burn. You can just kind of convert the NFT into the underlying currency. And that's kind of interesting. I think it provides like a floor value of the price of the NFT. So sometimes you buy an NFT and it's really valuable because lots of people are playing the game, and then people stop playing the game, and then the NFT doesn't have value anymore because obviously the community, the trading provides the value. But in this case, you could always get out the minimum that was put in there through the Enjin coin. I mean, I think that's really valuable. We're kind of seeing now some people playing around with minting NFTs with gold or kind of gold-backed tokens in there as well. So I think there's a lot of work to be done around that, by the by. But this Cyborg quest is a taster, I suppose, of this upcoming multiverse quest. So the big issue at the moment for anything running on Ethereum is the gas fees are through the roof, and the gas fees are being driven by DeFi, decentralized finance, DApps, and there's a lot of value being created there, millions and hundreds of millions of dollars, really, which basically means people are prepared to spend $5 to $10 on gas fees. Obviously, that doesn't work for games. We have lots of gas fees on very small value transactions. So I guess what we're seeing here with this Cyborg quest is a kind of like a taster or a kind of an appetizer, if you want to put it that way, for this up and coming multiverse test, which is the big thing that Enjin has always been going on about, having this interoperability. Interesting, and I think I think Enjin stuff is always interesting because they've been around for so long, because technically they're so good. I guess it's also, this kind of makes sense that it's driving people to download these games or go onto Telegram. So that'd be interesting to see how Enjin's always traditionally had quite a big community. So giving them something to do and driving them into these games hopefully should change a community just being around on Twitter and Discord into actually playing these games, which is obviously the point of having Enjin in the first place, is you're driving community into games. So I think worth investigating. Starts the 3rd of August, and if you go to the webpage, you can fill in your email address to get a reminder when it goes live. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. This is Blockchain Gaming World Daily. As I say, subscribe if you're interested in blockchain games. We're pretty active, trying to keep you abreast of what's going on in the world of blockchain games. There's always something going on. So thanks for watching this video, and hope to see you again soon.